Okay, there's the problem.
What's that?
You have to make sure you turn the parking brake off all the way. Now listen.
So your trip wasn't a complete waste.
Exactly. I come up here and helped you do that. Now I feel completed. I said, all right, send me a picture. He sent me back a bird's nest. You know, like you ever go fishing with a bait caster? Yeah. And how when it goes, and then it bird nest, that's what it was. And I was like, well, it ain't my fault. I didn't do it. You're the one that done it, not me. And so I called him, said, hey, do this. Send me the hose reel back. I want you to send me the whole thing back. I'm gonna fix it for you and send it back to you. And then we'll start from scratch. And so we did that. So, and he was happy. You know, he learned how to wind it up. It's basically a trick to winding the hose up, and you work it back and forth and make sure it's on there nice and neat and clean, and then it works like a champion.
Yeah.
Do y'all know this fella?
What's happening?
This is my buddy Vince. I'm up here in Pennsylvania, and Jax has got another surgery. So, what are you, an hour or so away from where we're staying? So I hit him up and said, look, I'll come hang out with you, check you out. And just so happens, Vince has got one of these bad boys right here in his garage. And I want Vince to give us a real, you know, you see my stuff and I claim DIY and say, yeah, do it yourself. But at the end of the day, I got a bunch of big, cool equipment because I do it for a living. That's just what I do. But real deal DIY using a real deal spray system that I designed and created for DIY. And so I want your honest. You have to be straightforward and honest, because if you can't do that, just go back in the house.
I'm gonna go inside.
If there's something you don't like about it,
yeah,
I want to know, and I want them to know.
Yeah.
But I also want to know what you do like about it.
Sure.
So what did you graduate from? What were you using before this? And then we'll get into the cart buddy.
Sure. So should I like come close to your microphone and like?
I don't know if you want to get that close to me, brother.
So I was using the Flow Zone 4-gallon battery.
Gotcha.
Backpack sprayer, and I would essentially, I wouldn't spray my entire lawn.
Oh, hang on. Rooted Lawn Care. If you don't.
Lawn Co.
Rooted Lawn Co. for Lawn Company.
Yeah.
Okay, Rooted Lawn Co. YouTube, Instagram.
TikTok, Facebook.
Facebook. Go follow him if you don't, but chances are you probably look at him already. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so I basically, my lawn is sectioned out. So I have shortcut Kentucky bluegrass in the front, shortcut perennial rye, and then just kind of the mullet, the longer Kentucky bluegrass in the back. And I would spoon feed the front and just do minimal apps out back, just because I would constantly have to fill up my backpack sprayer for multiple applications. So it was like, how much time do I have? That's what piece of the lawn is going to get treated today. So you would essentially skip a lot of lawn treatments and stuff. So,
hey, because you have twins.
I have twins, yeah.
And you have a new one.
And a newborn.
Busy. When you look up the definition of busy, you'll see a picture of him right now. So time is crucial, right?
Yeah. So, and then you would have to fill up the 4 gallons, and you're spraying half gallon to 1 gallon per K, and it just became super time consuming. When you're mixing your mixtures into your tank, you're only able to do 4 gallons at a time. Depending on what rate you're doing, it came to 2 different fill-ups, which again, that adds another 15-20 minutes depending on if you are adding adjuvant and all that good stuff into it. You're lowering the pH, and it gets super time consuming. So when I saw this, I thought that was awesome, because you can fill it up in one tank, and then it gives you the opportunity to actually spray your entire lawn. I wasn't a big fan of like the hose end style, carrying a hose around and stuff like that. So I was like, it sounds good because you get it off your back, but then you still have to lug a hose around and wind it up and stuff. So I was apprehensive of that. I picked your brain a bunch about it and stuff, and I was just like, I don't know, maybe. And then I was helping a buddy out, and he has an even bigger lawn, and I was teaching him how to spray and stuff, and there was 3 fill-ups, and I said, we're done. I said, I'm gonna go buy something, and I think this is gonna save us a lot more time, and significantly.
Significant, yeah. That's been not only, you know, it's made well, it's going to last. So the overwhelming majority of it's made in America, which, you know, I'm a big fan of that, get the quality. But that's probably been the biggest feedback on my end that I'm hearing is the amount of time people are saving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
it's funny, like when I first got it, the reason like I told my wife was like, look, like this is gonna help me save time. That means I can go out there and spray my lawn. I'll be inside and help you with bedtime, whatnot. She's like, okay, whatever. I heard it all. So I was like, all right, time me. Here we go, time me. So I went out, I filled it up, and now this is after I calibrated and everything correctly, so I knew how fast and everything I was supposed to walk. Filled it up, sprayed the lawn, cleaned up, and I think I was done within like 20 or 25 minutes. Super quick. And I came inside
compared
like,
to what
She's
you've
like,
been doing.
Really? I said, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done. There's one fill up.
So the trick is cry to your wife first, beg your wife, and say, honey, I got to have it because I'm going to spend more time with you.
Yep.
And when you do that, you convince them. They say, yeah, go and buy it. It's good to go.
Yep.
And that worked out good.
And then you treat the whole lawn so the whole lawn looks good. And
yeah. I never knew that you kind of skipped out on your back. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good though.
Yeah, I would do, if there was going to be some rainfall or something like that, I would do a liquid at maybe. And try and do like once every 2 months of a liquid or like a biostimulant or something. But for the most part, it was, I got short amount of time, we're going to treat the front. And that's it.
Okay. So favorite thing is time savings. I want to know your least favorite thing about it.
I think least favorite part, and it's a learning curve. So it's hose management, which I've seen you had a bunch of videos on it. It's learning one video.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's got one video.
He doesn't even watch my stuff, man. What the world?
I'm too busy.
Yeah, you're too busy.
So hose management. So like the first time I did it, and the hose was all stretched out on the lawn. I'm sitting there trying to like manually crank this thing, and I got my foot on here trying to do it. I was like, this sucks. And then I learned, well, wait, once the hose gets closer to me, it's easier to wind up.
Yep.
So then I start bringing sections back to me.
Yep.
And then I start the wind up process. And then you just basically guide your arm back and forth, and it winds up really nicely.
Cool.
So again, it's a learning curve till you figure out how to manipulate the hose to be able to wind it up nicely. That was the biggest issue I had with it. Now I love it. I can crank it.
So let me really tick you off. Our commercial, I call it our commercial grade, but this is commercial grade. But our style of hand-aid hose reel we have on our spray trucks, you hit a button and it winds up by itself.
Yeah.
I can get that for some of the cart buddy models. The problem is when this is lightweight and there's no weight, you go to hit that button and either you or the hose is going to give, you know what I mean? And you have to really hold against it. So that's the main reason we didn't go with an electric style hose reel, because once this is empty, you don't, like the reels on our spray trucks, they're bolted down. So they're not going anywhere. But this, you know, you hit the button and it's going to fight you. So yes, that's the trick to it, is get your hose close to the cart and wind up 40 or 50 foot sections versus a 200 foot section all the way around the house.
Around the back, yep. So, yeah, I think that was the biggest issue I had with it, which is becoming not an issue.
Cool. The more you learn to spray with a hose like that, the easier it becomes. And it becomes like second nature, like anything else you do, you know. Well, cool deal. Well, I'm glad you like it. He got the battery option. Why did you choose battery over the
I wanted
drop
to be
cord?
more mobile. I knew that my lawn is kind of weird, and if it was just inside, I'd be fighting the trees or something like that. So I wanted it to be able to, my theory was I put it at the end of my road or at the end of my driveway, and I can basically go around the entire house with it. I can take it other places and spray friends' properties and stuff, or if I'm doing lawn renovations, I can do something like that. So it's a super mobile system. I also gonna get into some soft washing stuff, and thinking this big tank with the PSI that it does put out, it can get me some distance and stuff. So mobility. I want to be able to take it, put it in the back of the truck, and spray wherever I need to spray with 20 gallons.
Gotcha. So you're a pretty in shape dude. When this thing is bone dry, can you lift it up yourself and put it in the bed of your truck?
I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little heavy on this.
It's awkward.
It is awkward to weight.
But
yeah.
it's doable.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
I've done it.
All right. Well, I usually just grab it by the handle and pick it up and set it up in there.
One-handed.
Yeah.
Not everyone's as big as you, Pete.
Yeah.
Although I'm liking this driveway because it looks like I'm a bit taller than you right now.
That's right. We're on the wrong side. Get the change over. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling my own chain right there. Anything else you want to add?
It has a high price tag, but it is, and I'm not just saying this, it is worth every penny because the convenience factor of just putting everything in there, the coverage that you get with a higher gallon per 1,000 square foot is incredible. The gun that you have, everything's just top notch, and
the craze on YouTube. So many homeowners, DIY homeowners, you can almost put them in a class of like a pro homeowner, and when you get to that level of managing your yard, you're gonna want the nicer equipment to manage your yard.
Yeah.
And when you spend more time in your yard, that's more time away from everything else, and time's money. It's no different than in my business. I have to have the best equipment so I get done in the least amount of time, all while maintaining quality.
Yeah.
Well, time equals money, and that equipment I have is high dollar stuff. So it's kind of the same thing, but like on a lower scale. Does that make sense?
I feel like there's like an evolution for DIYers too. Like you start out, you got a little hand pump sprayer, and then you slowly save up and you get like a small backpack sprayer, and then you get the better backpack sprayer. But like, just if you're getting into it, it's just like you want to upgrade your lawnmower. I think get your lawnmower, get a spray kit, and then you're done. You're set. You don't have to do the graduation of different pump sprays and stuff like that.
And I absolutely tried my best to make it a buy once, cry once deal.
Yeah.
So you spend the money one time, it's over.
Yeah.
So, well, good deal. I'm glad you like it. Hopefully you use it for years and years and years to come. Oh, look at here. I haven't showed anybody that yet. So the gallonage is marked on the side of the tank, but it's molded into the poly or the plastic or whatever the tank's made of, and it's not colored, so you can't see it. All you do is take a black Sharpie and carefully outline the numbers, and that way you can be at a distance and you can see what you got in there. That's a good idea. We do that on all our big spray rigs because our big 500-gallon tanks, they're all the same way. They don't have marking. They have markings, but you can't see them.
So when I first was calibrating, I was just doing the front, and the front was only 4 gallons. Well, you can't see 4 gallons.
Exactly. Yep.
So I'm like, shoot, what am I gonna do? And like I was like, I'm going back and forth. So I filled it up to 20, and I was like, I still can't see it. So yeah, little Sharpie, bring it down 4 gallons, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, good deal.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
My boy Vince, and Pennsylvania's nice, man. It's nice.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. The weather's a little bit touch cooler than we are. Not quite as humid. But I've noticed you guys are dry. You hadn't any rain in a while because everybody's yard's not looking all that great except yours.
No, it's checking out.
Yeah.
You think my lawn's nice?
I do think your yard's nice. I do think it's nice. The bluegrass in the front looks really good. I know you've been fighting some triv, and you were trying to slowly work that out. And this, I think over here you said dry grass, and it looks fantastic. And then your smorgasbord back there, heck, it looks better than any yard on the road. So I think you're doing a great job.
Smorgasbord stay straight.
That's right.
That's
good
all
deal.
That matters.
Well, hey, there you go. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later. So much for a short video.